What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about AMC, GME, as well as the overall broader market. So today AMC was up for 13.31% for the day. It had a high of $14.75. The average volume on AMC is around 49.69 million, but today's volume was around astonishingly 77.57 million. So investors are jumping in and they're buying AMC. Now I can tell you one thing for sure. We were expecting a pretty huge green day in the overall broader market. Major indexes in Hong Kong as well as in Australia were in green yesterday. We were expecting a super green day today as well in the SPY. The market maker don't want AMC and GME to have any kind of attraction towards it, which can create a lot of liquidity crisis in these big brokers out there. We know what happened in January 21st. There was a big liquidity crisis with Robinhood, and they don't want to experience something like that again now as well. So if the overall broader market goes up, the AMC and GME can go 100% easily. Now with what happened today in AMC, definitely the market maker need to do some sort of a shorting in the SPY so that they can control the momentum a slight bit. Now let's come over to the GameStop. Now GameStop was down for 4.08% for the day. It had a high of $137.05. The average volume on GameStop is around 4.27 million, but today's volume was around 2.44 million. So the volume is not that significant in the GameStop, and it went down quite a bit. 4% is a lot in a one day. Now, if we have pretty significant upward momentum coming into AMC, GameStop is going to go along with it, but I'm pretty sure market maker won't let that happen. If the overall broader market goes up, now we have quite a bit of chances to AMC go 100% from here onwards, but we never know. The overall broader market might not go up that significantly the way we were expecting in the past. Now let's come over to the SPY. Now the SPY was down for 0.38% for the day. It had a high of $391.36. Now we were in a super green in the pre-market. Every stock was having a pretty good upside into the overall broader market, but then as soon as the market opened, everything went down, which is not at all a good sign for the overall broader market. Now let's come over to the chart of the SPY. Now by looking at the chart of the SPY, there are a few very suspicious gaps that we have. $400 gap need to be filled, so we might expect some sort of a uptrend to $400, and then we're gonna go towards the downside. But there is another questionable gap that has come in on Friday. This big gap that came in. We might just keep going down from here onwards. So we are in a very unpredictable stage right now. We cannot predict which side the market is going to go, but most likely we're going to experience some sort of a uptrend. Some gaps might not get filled straight away. It might take years for these gaps to get filled. Right now there is no indication coming out. There is a gap to the upside and there is a gap to the downside. It's very confusing to bet any side right now. We just have to wait and see how this is going to play out, because I'm pretty sure if we go up a slight bit, then we're going to go the next leg down pretty aggressively. Now let's come over to the options flow for the AMC. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now this whale that came in today, and this individual is buying 4,325 contracts. He's buying a $12 put option that's going to expire in 52 days, and he's paying $753,000 for it, which is kind of like a confirmation from my side. I believe AMC is not going any further up from here onwards, but we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out, because this kind of a contract buying is not at all a simple buying. This individual have some sort of a confirmation on them that the AMC will keep going down from here onwards. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the whale options flow. When I decrease the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini retail is doing, majority of them are onto the upside, and they are throwing quite a bit of money into AMC right now and betting that the AMC will keep going up from here onwards. Now majority of them are onto the upside. There were quite a bit of put buying was also happening in the AMC. Now when I bring up the put to call ratio chart, we can see the call side is 68%, the put side is 32%. The put volume is pretty low, the call volume is pretty high. Now the premium is pretty super on the call side as compared to the put side. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the AMC. Now let's come over to the options flow for the GameStop. Now I increase the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Majority of the whales are onto the downside. Now the options flow has completely changed on the GameStop. There is not much of bullish sentiment coming out of the options flow for the GameStop right now. Now when I bring down the premium a slight bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, we can see it very clearly. Majority of them are onto the downside. They are all buying put option and they are betting that the GameStop will keep going down from here onwards, and they're giving quite a bit of time to themselves because they are expecting that we might get some sort of aggressive upward momentum coming into the GameStop, but still they will be able to recover their money because this is a leap option they are buying. They're giving enough time to themselves for the option to play out in their favor, and the call buying has gone pretty low on the GameStop options flow. The rest, there was nothing majorly suspicious coming out of the option flow for the GameStop. Now let's come over to the option flow for the SPY. Now I've increased the premium to max and see what exactly the whales are doing. Now these two whales were buying put options on the SPY, and they are giving 206 days time to themselves. This one was $13.8 million, $450 put option, and another one was $10.1 million. That's a $405 put option that's going to expire in 206 days. And they are both betting to the downside of this fire. Now, when I bring down the premium a little bit and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, now majority of them are still onto the downside, but there is quite a bit of call buying that is happening on the SPY, and these individuals are all betting that the SPY will keep going up from here onwards. Though there was nothing majorly suspicious buying that was happening towards the upside, and right now we are in a very confused state. We have no idea where the market is going to go from here onwards because we have the gaps both onto the upside to the downside as well. There could be some aggressive move coming in to the overall broader market from here onwards. Now I know that AMC started picking up, and the market maker doesn't want the retail to get involved in it again. In order to stop the upward momentum today in the SPY, they started shorting the SPY. There was no negative news out there which could create some sort of a downtrend in the SPY. Now when I bring down the premium a little bit more further and see what exactly the mini whales are doing, majority of them are onto the downside and they are all buying put options. These $370 put options were pretty suspicious, and they are very confident that the SPY will keep going down from here onwards. Now we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out because we have some gaps to the upside and we have one major gap as well to the downside. So we just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.